Welcome to week 3. This week is the first week in which you get a choice of which lab you're going to do. So I'd like to give you a quick introduction to each of these options to help you with that choice. The first 3 labs on the list are all observing labs, meaning that I'm asking you to go outside and make measurements of objects in the sky, either day or night. The first one, finding your way around the sky, is an introduction to things you can see in the night sky. For this lab, you're going to go out on a clear evening and find a few constellations in the sky. You'll make some measurements of star heights and estimate how much light pollution there is in your area. Note that with this assignment, you need to make a simple measuring device to estimate the height of objects in the sky. And you'll either have to use a planetarium map or make a planisphere, a device that lets you see what objects are in the sky at any given time. The second lab option is the gnomon lab. A gnomon is a sort of simple sundial. In this lab, you'll make your own gnomon and measure the shadow cast by the gnomon on a piece of paper over the course of a day as the sun moves across the sky. You can use this to measure the sun's height and even find the exact time of local noon. The third option is the moon observing lab. In this lab, you'll be making a series of brief observations of the moon over the course of a couple of weeks. In particular, you'll measure how the angle between the sun and the moon changes over this time, and use that to see how the phases of the moon relate to its orbit. Since it takes some time to do this lab, you'll want to have another lab to turn in the meantime so you don't get behind on your lab submissions. The next lab is motions in the sky. This lab asks you to use a planetarium app like Sky Safari or Stellarium. These apps let you see what the sky looks like from any time and place on Earth. They even let you speed up time so you can watch a whole night or a whole year pass by in just seconds. Using one of these apps, you'll explore how the sky moves from different locations on the Earth, including the equator and the poles. You'll also get to design your own experiment to explore what you can see about the sky using these tools. The last option this week is the hypothesis lab. In this lab, I ask you to make a hypothesis about the people you know in the class or in your life generally. Once you've done that, I want you to test that hypothesis by asking them questions about themselves. When you're done, rather than doing a traditional write-up, I would like you to put together a poster that summarizes your results, and then record a video presentation where you describe what you did and show off your poster. So those are the lab choices for this week. Pick the one that interests you the most and give it a try. Let me know if you have any questions on these.